I'd like to invite everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the December 4th meeting. Minutes of the November 20th meeting. We have a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
And a second. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Financial report and payment of the bills. We have a motion to approve the financial report.
So moved.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion on the financial report? I think at this point is when I'll say that we are having training on understanding the financial reports. We'll be able to check them online from here on out. So anyone on the board that wants to participate in the meeting, it's for us here tomorrow at 2:30. If you want to come in, it'd be great. You can check them at home in the middle of the night. Anytime you want to see what the what's in the town accounts, you certainly can do it. So we had a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, ordinance 8-2024, amending the Elkton zoning ordinance article 10, section 7, permissible use, presented for adoption. Gene, are you online? You want to just give a recap to everyone again?
Yeah, I believe the ordinance for you to vote on tonight was introduced and discussed at the last meeting, and I believe it has to do with the permitting religious institutions, churches, synagogues, and that sort of thing, and in the industrial zone, with the exception that the residents associated with those uses would not be permitted in the industrial zone.
Very good. Do we have a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion on resolution 8-2024? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All right. Next up, resolution R11-2024, adoption of United updated building codes. Chip, are you on?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. The following building codes shall hereby be adopted and incorporated by reference into the chapter 15.04 construction regulation generally code of the town of Elkton. 2021 International Building Code incorporated as modified in COMAR 09.12.51.04B. The 2021 International Residential Code for 1 and 2 family dwellings, incorporated as modified in COMAR 09.12.51.04C. The 2021 International Energy Conservation Code, incorporated as modified in COMAR 09.12.51.04D. The 2021 International Plumbing Code, incorporated by reference in COMAR 09.12.51.02-1, and the 2021 International Mechanical Code, incorporated by reference in COMAR 09.12.51.02-1. Construction plans accepted by and under review by the Department of Building and Zoning prior to the enactment of this resolution shall be in compliance with the building regulations enacted by Resolution R1-2020, and construction plans accepted by the Department of Building and Zoning following the enactment of this resolution shall comply with the building regulations set forth under Section 1 of this resolution.
Very good. Do we have a motion to accept resolution R11-2024? We got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion on this? Chip, real quickly, I guess the information will get out to the developers that were under the most current codes, correct?
Yes, and most of them are actually submitting plans in compliance with that code already because the state adopted it a little more than 6 months ago, and most of them are used to it, but we will notify everyone.
Perfect. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Louis, you are on.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
We got you.
Okay, I'm gonna read a synopsis that I prepared. Resolution R 2024 was prepared by Whiteford Law. It's a supplemental to Resolution R 2024 that was adopted on November 20th. That essentially approved both a number of agreements that are essential or necessary for the Southfield Sports Park to be developed, and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all relevant agreements on behalf of the town. Resolution R 2024 specifically amends the guarantee and replenishment agreement between the town and the Maryland Economic Development Corporation, removing the provision that the town could terminate its obligation after a period of time when the sports park was successful in paying debt, including principal and interest on the Medco bonds. This provision was not acceptable to the bond rating agencies and would adversely affect the bond rating for this project. Additionally, provisions for assigning the town's interests and for amending the guarantee and replenishment agreement were revised to ensure that any assignment or amendment would not affect the bond rating for the project. Council recommends that the board adopt Resolution R 2024, supplementing Resolution R 2024, and approve amendment to the guarantee and replenishment agreement. I'm not sure if council's online or not, but
I am.
I think, oh, there you go. There's Kimberly.
Kimberly, you want to go ahead and give the team a quick synopsis? I think Lou did a great job, but go ahead if you
Oh,
want.
yeah. Lewis did an excellent job of explaining it. I'm not sure I could have done it better. But the point is that, the most important part of these bonds and getting the best pricing possible was making sure that it was based on the rating of the town and not necessarily just the rating on the project. And so the town had some very good news with a great rating actually that came through today. And that is because the town needs to agree to remove this provision, because this provision was keeping the rating agencies from rating the bonds based on the town versus rating the bonds based on the project. So to just explain it to folks clearly, the better the rating, the cheaper the interest rate, which makes the prospect of the success of the project more likely because the debt costs will be lower.
Kimberly, you're talking about bond ratings. Is that something that we can disclose here tonight? Can you tell the team, or should we wait?
So the press release is going to be issued tomorrow, so it's not yet a public rating. And so because this is a public meeting, I can't announce it until the press release, which will come out tomorrow.
Okay, very good. I know the rating, and I can say this without saying the rating. It was a lot of hard work for this team to put together, and I think I'm very proud of the rating that we got for the obstacles that we went across, and we're there. And when that press release comes out, I can tell you, Team Elkton, it's something that I think we can be very proud about, this rating. Very, very proud. Very proud. Awesome. Do you feel that way, Kimberly, or you can't comment?
Oh, I 100% agree. In fact, I will tell you, it is a Herculean effort for a municipality who has not yet been rated before to obtain a new rating. And it was doing that, right, with a team that worked extremely hard to provide all the information that was needed. And I just need to congratulate both Louis and Tamika and Michelle for all the work that they did to get all of that information together, because it could not have happened without that work. And the town, because it had not been previously rated, it's like starting from scratch. And that's what they did. And they did it with what I would call tremendous success.
It was fantastic. Thank you, Kimberly. So, do we, I think we gave do we have a motion on, resolution R 13-2024? Got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any additional, discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Lou-
you.
Thank you.
Take
Lou-
care.
Lou, you're still on.
Okay, the resolution R 12/2024 declares surplus property. Rather than reading from the whereases there, essentially, I want to say that we want to we have 3 vehicles and one 3.5 yard dump bed. 2015 Ford Explorer belonged to the police department, has 85,400 miles on it. A 2012 Ford F-350 at Public Works has 103,110 miles. Then a 2008 Ford 250, also a DPW, 142,320 miles. And of course, I don't know how many miles are on that dump bed, but I can imagine it was strapped to a truck and hauled around quite a bit. What happens, we'll take these vehicles once the board agrees to the disposal of them as surplus property down to Ritchie Brothers. And I think that Michelle's already done the paperwork, and we'll transport them down there and they're sold. Then the proceeds from that sale minus the fee charged by Ritchie Brothers goes into the general fund. So I would recommend that the board enact or adopt R 12/2024, declaring these vehicles and that equipment surplus so it can be sold at Ritchie Brothers.
We have a motion to accept resolution R 12-2024.
So moved.
Motion, and then we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion on selling off some surplus?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Louis, what percentage do we pay in commission to them? Do you know?
I can answer that.
Oh,
Louis, did you hear the question?
No,
I never speak very much.
So the commission.
Michelle, I don't have to know tonight. I was just
Oh, I think
curious.
it's, no, it,
Um,
it should be right in front of me. So there it is. Your commission rate is, let's see, 12% for any lot in excess of, 3,000. And then 25% for any lot 3,000 or less.
Or less, okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we had a motion and we had a,
Those are.
we had a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, thank you, Lou. Anything else?
no, that's all I have.
Thank you. We're getting overwhelmed with paper up here today.
Yeah, we piled it up today.
Yeah, we got a lot of paper going on up here. Okay, a couple of things. I attended the swearing in of the new county executive and the county council members on Monday. I was asked to be to lead the Pledge of Allegiance for that event, so I did. It was very well attended, and I wish our county executive the best of luck. I wish the new council the best of luck also. I think hopefully they'll do a great job. We got some good news with the Holly Hall property. So the Holly Hall property, we've got all the dots above the i's and the t's are crossed, and we could pretty much go to settlement as soon as Lewis gives the final okay on the Holly Hall parcel. So that is moving forward. I'm very happy to announce that.
Right now, just as a place saver, settlement is scheduled for Wednesday at 3:30, I believe. We can do it anytime after after this meeting, frankly. But, right now, we just have it as a place saver for, next Wednesday.
Very good.
Everything's signed, everybody's agreed, and the town and the equipment company are best buds.
Fantastic.
That's even better.
That is great news. We talked a little bit earlier about our bond rating and we can't, disclose that yet, but, for all the obstacles, you know, when you look back, over the last, I'm gonna say year, we lost key personnel to, for health reasons, and we had a retiring of our finance director, and we had a new, computer system. There was a lot of things battling against us, and, we came out, I feel, on top with a very, very, I consider it a great rating, quite frankly, and, I would tell you, in 2 years from now, or even 4 years from now, whoever's sitting up here at the board, it's only gonna get better. And, you know, it's something that we gotta be very, very proud about what we've done here, and it's made us, a better town going through this exercise, because there's a lot of things that was, a lot of, I'm gonna say, a lot of loosey-goosey, and I have to be the one that's ultimately responsible for that. But I can tell you, we are on target right now, probably better than we've ever been as far as accountability on our information. So very proud to say that. I sent the board an email, I think it was in early November 13th. And I promised that I would get a memorandum of understanding or an agreement from Southfields about transferring some land over to the town for the future Frenchtown work park. Everyone has a copy at their desk. I don't need any action tonight, but I want everyone to take a look at it. Jean Minner sent me back an email, and she's gonna go to the critical area commission, and she's gonna meet with them and talk about a couple of things that was on her mind about it. But I want everyone to take it and review it. We've got a grant that's withstanding with the state of Maryland, and it's for $500,000 to pay for the engineering costs. It pays for the feasibility costs. And I'm worried because when I spoke to, as I said, Delegate Chris on Monday, he said that the condition of the state is they're starting out in a very huge deficit. And these are the ones that if they haven't been, if you're not using them, they may take them away from you pretty quickly. And I think we're gonna have to act on this fairly quickly. I want Louis to review it. I want Jean to review it. I want the town board to review it. But this is the one that I'd like to get KCI involved to handle it. We trust KCI. We trust their opinion. And I'd like to know whether we can do it or can't do it. And we've got a grant for $500,000 to tell us that. And the quote that KCI gave us was $25,000. So it's really not much to find out whether or not it can happen or not. So that's there in front of you. I don't need any action tonight, but I want everyone to really take a look at that for me and make some type of decision for the next go around. All right.
Yeah, I'll ask you some questions.
All right. Thanks. With that, Jean, you have anything this evening?
No, except for, you're gonna talk about the tree lighting and,
Oh,
okay,
you
I'm
can-
good. I'm good.
Earl? Robert?
I unfortunately did not make the ceremony for the county council and all, because I was down at the ribbon cutting for the new cafe. What's the name of it?
Vintage.
Perk Cafe.
Vintage Perk. Yeah, very nice opening, and I think they'll do well. But I was happy with all the results, and I'm glad to see they got Al Miller in there as council president. Nobody Bob that thing. That's all.
Very good. Anything to add?
Nothing, sir.
All right, this is the time we open up the floor for anyone in the public that has anything to say for the good of the town. If you do, come on down and join us. Alicia, come on down and tell us what you got cooking.
Just a reminder that we have a community event on Friday night. It's our annual tree lighting. Mayor, we're sorry you're not going to be able to join us. Wish you well.
My first one I think I've ever missed.
Sorry to miss you. Tree lighting, we have the Immaculate Conception Caroler starting at 5:30. Tree lighting will be at 6 o'clock. Bobby Ann's Dance Studio will be performing probably right after 6 o'clock, right after the tree lighting. Santa will be in our back room, goodie bags for the kids, so we welcome everybody to come out for that. And then, I know you'll have a meeting next week, and I'll remind everybody again, but next Friday we have our cookie throwdown. Mr. Massiano, if you'd like to, let us know if you want to make a cookie.
He makes the best,
We
I
only
gotta
have a
tell
couple
you.
slots open that's left.
Wow.
But that'll be next Friday night where we invite the merchants to have cookies, try to win the best, get a trophy. We'll also have, a Santa, thanks to Officer Divine, next Friday night around town, and we will have the Elkton High School carolers, the chorus walking around the town, and we will also have Bobby D in our courtyard playing drums. So, lots going on next Friday as well. And then more the third Friday, but I'll talk about that in a minute.
Well, we don't have a meeting next week,
Next week, you don't have a meeting?
correct?
No.
Not next week?
Mm-mm.
So, the third Friday, December 20th, we have Old Fashioned Christmas where we have carriage rides through the town. We also will have a Santa that night, and then we will have hot chocolate all 3 nights. So definitely worth coming downtown and spending some time at the restaurants, the bars, and joining us for those celebrations.
Fantastic. Thank you. Anyone else have anything to say? Nothing
I
tonight?
do have something.
What's that?
I forgot to remind, we don't have a meeting next week,
Oh, yes,
but
go
the
ahead.
town Christmas party for all boards
Yeah,
and our department managers and everyone is the 14th. So I encourage everybody who received an invitation to be there. It should be very nice.
very good. Thank you, Jean. Anyone on the Zoom meeting have anything to say for the good of the town tonight? Last call. Meeting adjourned.